welcome back again to some 0K action. It's going to be a big team game on the map, EVO RTS Deserted Gully, and yeah, it's going to be a rather interesting game. If only because of how our opponents managed to exploit the terrain to their advantage pretty nicely. So we'll just skip the pre-game chatter, and there you have it. We are off. So got Lightman myself at the bottom left. If I remember correctly, I'm going to be going with Cloakies. Gerald going to be going for planes, short bots from 400, nothing from the other two guys, and as myself, yep, going for Cloakies. Big Maverick going for light vehicles, a little bit of a tricky thing to make happen, especially given the fact that they can't go through these hilly sections. Got myself Lightman setting up the battle lines as well, why not? But anyway, yeah, Big Maverick going for light vehicles, Spiders from Sino, Jumpies, oh sorry, not Jumpies, more Spiders from Siba. Kingstad going for Spiders, Shieldbots for Caesdrum, and Spiders for Marathon. So actually no air units by our opponents at all. I suppose given the fact that it's well, it doesn't exactly have a very large width for a front to form, I suppose there's not as many places for the actual... Oh, okay. Not as many places for an actual, yeah, for planes to exploit, but yeah, we'll see what happens though. So, yeah, making a factory would be a good idea. What did I tell him to? Oh, okay, yeah, so make a factory there. Happy Tulip's going for hovercraft. An even more bizarre choice in this map, but we'll see what happens though. In either case, yeah, nothing too special happening at the moment. We'll just fast forward a little bit. So yeah, opponents just basically, oh actually, just go normal speed there. Yeah, opponents basically just advancing forward, not exactly getting to the hills. And yeah, if we can actually, or rather cliffs, really, there's more like cliffs, and if we can actually secure these cliffs, then yeah, we should be just fine and dandy, but securing them is going to be very tricky, especially these spiders coming in to be a pain in the ass. Why not? Gerald the Herald, eh? Is that so? Where is he anyway? 400, 400. Oh, there's Gerald. Okay. Well, in any case, my forces are getting completely torn to shreds. My glaives not exactly being able to... sorry. My glaives not exactly being able to do too much against venoms and fleas. Very fearsome forces indeed. And yep, now our opponents are starting to build up on that cliff. And they're actually starting to build up on this cliff as well. Lotus will at the very least get done by Prox, interesting name, and yeah, it's not going to do too well against the Thugs, strange enough, although the Thugs actually getting close enough for one of their shields not to matter, so actually going to take quite a bit of damage, but yes, Lotus is going to die anyway. Not before getting torn to shreds by fleas and a redback of all things, why not, eh? And can actually get under the shields, yep, down it goes, with the shields mostly being attacked beforehand, and yeah, this guy's going to go down anyway, along with the shields, so to hell with him. Roan planes coming in to do a bit of damage, actually managing to take out Sazdrom's commander, very nicely done. So the right sector at the very least should be secure, very tentatively for the time being. Lights out, eh? Cute. But the left, on the other hand, is going to be suffering quite a bit. What is my response going to be? Wait a minute, wasn't I a different colour before? Huh. Okay. No, maybe not. Might just be my imagination. Well anyway, my response is apparently going to be... for God's sake, what I'm producing. There we go. There we go, yeah, going with a whole bunch of Roccos, not too surprising, just to take out these spiders. The only problem is though, is that they've got the height advantage now, which is going to be pretty annoying to overcome. And indeed, they might pork, I need help. Definitely could do with a bit of help. At the very least, we are doing pretty well on the right, as you can see. Kingstad's commander just barely managing to survive, but another bomber coming in, and he is out of here. Down he goes. No luck indeed. Looks like Gerald having plenty of snarky comments to make on his behalf there. Very nicely done, Gerald. Very nicely done indeed. Flea's also coming in as well. Well, one actually will be able to get through. Nope. Rocket shot actually manages to destroy it. It says leave the fleas, but really there's no point letting them get over and act as invisible scouts. And yeah, we'll see what happens though. At the very least, our opponents don't really have too much in terms of anti-air, and yeah, it looks like Gerald is really exploiting that to his advantage. As for myself, though, actually coming up with a whole bunch of artillery, looking back on this, I probably would have been better off with snipers, or maybe a tick actually. Well, actually no, these Venoms, Redbacks and such that are mixed in with these other units, yeah, they would have stopped my ticks actually. Damn it, that kind of sucks. Oh, well, at least my Roccos are doing a good job with their little shuffle micro there. Kiting the spider units slowly but surely. Although, actually, a couple of them are possibly going to get pincered in between their two different spider groups, but no, apparently that's not even going to happen there at all. And apparently they do need air, but they don't have any. But given the circumstances, though, well, things looking relatively even. In fact, our opponents have actually got a slight economic advantage, despite the fact that we've got... Well, okay, I suppose the map is relatively even. We've got this ridge. Our opponents sort of have this ridge, but at the same time we're pushing them back, getting rid of their only source of radar as well. Ah, indeed, yes. So I have to be very careful, though. I don't know what Happy Tulips is doing with his commander there. This thing is a bombardment commander, for God's sake. A siege commander, should I say. What does he have? Light particle beam, high frequency beam, interesting. He's going to go down in any case. I don't know what Happy Tulips was doing, sending him up like that, especially a siege commander that far forward, for God's sake. And ouch, down go his forces as well to either a roach or maybe a... not really too sure, a roach or maybe a... Actually no, they don't have shields, do they? Actually they do have shields, so it's either a roach or a scuttle. Didn't get to see what actually killed them off, but there we go, very nicely done indeed, so basically just forcing us back there. Bit of a stalemate happening on the left, got a nice little no man's land happening there, and I probably should try to build up as quickly as possible. In fact, 400 could really be doing me some great favours if he was building up rather than just leaving his commander fucking idle. At least my commander, he's behind, but at the same time he's at least assisting with production. I mean, 400 could try to send his commander forward, but he is not doing that. Thankfully though, planes coming in, bombing the shit out of these spiders, and yeah, pretty much doing so without any reprisal. But hold the phone. We do actually have a couple of anti-air units coming in finally from our opponents, a couple of tarantulas coming in, ready to shoot anything down. A tarantula back here as well from Marathon, a couple of vandals here and there. Still, their anti-air is relatively light at the moment, thank God for that. And here we go, here comes a sharpshooter for myself. We'll see what happens though. Actually, a whole bunch of levelers coming in as well, that could be problematic. Actually, will be very problematic is the fact that they do have this chainsaw, which somehow actually managed to miss, taking down one of the ravens, the other one barely managing to escape. So there we go, this is going to present quite a bit of a thorn, but it does still leave... Actually, no, wait a minute, got another cobra instead of a chainsaw being built up for some reason on the left, just to close up, to an extent anyway, to close up the left flank. And Razor on the right. Still there's a bit of a gap there to be had though, so we'll see how we'll fare with our planes, but unfortunately, yeah, the front lines are starting to get closed up a bit, and we actually got bombers going straight for the chainsaw, and they should be able to take it out, but at the cost of a few bombers though, a few ravens going down there, and there's plenty of mobile anti-air as well to take out a few more ravens as well, so not exactly very cost effective usually to send planes versus anti-air. I know, it's pretty surprising, very shocking even, but yeah. And now with the extra anti-air that they're building up, well, we do still have a bit of a chance to go along the right flank actually, so hopefully thingy-majingy, hopefully Gerald is going to take advantage of that. We'll see what happens though. Actually, one thing I should be doing as well, I should be sending up my units along here to, yeah, just to try to take out these forward defences as well. Because yeah, these guys should have a bit of a range advantage on the high ground as well, but yeah, they do have some defences set up right beyond the ridge itself, so yes, we'll see what happens though. I mean, these guys, okay, still managing to do quite a bit of damage with the bombers. I mean, thankfully the chainsaws have not been built up, so only... Actually, I don't think any ravens were shot down there actually. Very nice indeed. Yeah, they indeed do have anti-air. Who to freaking think? And yeah, my light defences here not going to fare too well, strangely enough. I probably would have been better off just sending, putting down a whole bunch of lotuses or something like that. But yeah, the current defences being pretty freaking woeful to say the least. Mobile forces not really present. I've only got a single sharpshooter from what I can tell. Actually, no, that's 400 sharpshooter. Whoops, lonk. Actually, never mind. I actually do have quite a few forces there. Damn it! I don't know why I'm keep mixing up the colours there. Well, there we go. Actually, yeah. Actually, I'm attempting a bit of a breakout with a whole bunch of Roccos, and I do have a couple of warriors as well, just in case they try to rush me. Thank God for that. And yeah, a couple of snipers as well. So yeah, taking down the Stinger is going to be a pretty high priority, but Crab coming in is going to be a massive pain in the ass as well. And the Stinger is not even going down. A single caretaker doing a great job repairing it. And yeah, I'm just not able to mass enough firepower against it. My forces essentially being taken down, ouch, and leaving quite a bit of reclaim for opponents. In fact, yeah, the sharpshooters do cost quite a bit, actually, leaving quite a bit of reclaim, so it really sucks to say the least. My little defensive line is not really a line at all, and yeah, basically just forced behind these little cliffs. But unfortunately, bots cannot go up and down these little cliffy sections, but spiders can go up and down the cliffy sections. Not really sure I'm calling them cliffy sections, but anyway. Yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, definitely going to give a bit of an advantage to spiders. They can just crest the hill, basically, or crest the not the hill, the cliffy bits. And yeah, I mean, even these recluses actually, they can aim over the cliffs pretty easily, apparently. God damn! Look at that, just firing their little rockets just like that. And that's one hell of an angle actually to fire them on as well. They're basically like little mini artillery pieces almost. Very nicely done indeed. Yeah, Marzius seems to be a bit confused. He doesn't seem to know what to do. Whether to go forward, retreat. Oh my god. Or I could just be using him to delay. Not entirely sure. But in any case, yeah. This cliff is really going to be a pain in the ass to say the least. And now this crab coming in, yeah. The pain is only going to keep on growing, basically. And yeah, with all the yeah, Crab being supported by a whole bunch of recluses, a couple of redbacks as well. Just one redback actually. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to try to take him out. Still definitely very much possible. I just have to make sure that I use sharpshooters and try to especially snipe him off while he's moving. That's actually one thing I really need to do a bit better, especially just learning from this game. A bit of a spoiler alert, but basically put, I'm not going to micro my snipers particularly well this game. You're going to see plenty of snipers being lost by myself, and at the very least, Crab by Sinnoh is not going to go down actually. Wow. It really can take a lot of damage when it's stationary. Ridiculous, basically ridiculous. That was about half a dozen bombers at least, probably a little bit more than that actually. Half a dozen seem to have survived, probably a dozen went in. And yeah, that Crab just coming back to be repaired another day. Very good positioning actually with the caretakers, just forward to repair stuff, and even got a forward placed factory by Big Maverick as well. Basically, yeah, this terrain is really favouring spiders. My forces trying to seek shelter behind the cliffs, but yeah, the recluses, they don't give a damn. They're just going to shoot their rockets over those goddamn cliffs and be done with it. I do try to make a bit of a flank attack. Well, actually, it's really going through the middle. Flanking this position anyway from the right, in either case, but yeah. Still not really being able to do anything too decisive. Actually do have a, ouch, yeah. I do have a Gremlin just to scout ahead presumably, and yeah, my sharpshooter does get revealed. Sinnoh basically just sends in his Crab to, well, he just blind fires with it basically, and that just reveals the sharpshooter, so good job to him I suppose. Indeed. And yeah, just manages to reveal it, and yeah, just manages to finish him off. And yeah, sniper when it moves, that is exactly what I should have done. Should have waited for it to actually start moving forward and maybe just sniped other targets of opportunity instead. And that's actually what I seem to be doing at the moment. Mostly because these guys are forward, right, while the Crab's all the way back there, so I think really it's just a coincidence I'm sniping these other enemy forces instead. So 650 health. It's a little bit overkill actually to use a sharpshooter on them, given that sharpshooter does 1500 damage, but well, what the hell, it's still going to take them out one by one, so still though, more continue to stream in, and yeah, now the flare's coming in. We don't really have, actually never mind, actually I'm continuing to send in warriors and such, so hopefully that's going to be enough to stand against these crap loads of fleas that threaten to overrun us, and I do have a couple of warriors towards the left flank as well, just to stop them from going across here. I do have to be a bit careful though. Definitely do not want to get the warriors countered by these goddamn recluses, definitely sending them way too far forward. And indeed, yeah, we definitely could do with freaking help here, to say the least. Starting to turn into a bit of a 2 versus 1, especially yeah, with Big Maverick's forces coming in. Yeah, it's definitely going to screw me over quite a bit. And yeah, here come the fleas. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Thankfully though, I do have a warrior to take them out pretty freaking easily. Pylon might get taken out though, but we'll see what the warrior's doing. He's facing the wrong way for starters. Nope, down goes the pylon, at least taking out the fleas. And the other one's getting taken out as well. Probably should have set up some rear defences actually, now that I think of it. Especially once I saw that the cliffs were falling. That's what opponents basically did. And yeah, definitely seemed to serve them pretty well, to say the least. The right, on the other hand, it seems to be falling slowly to us. Actually no, it seems to be a bit of a deadlock at the moment. Mostly the action is happening on the left. Roach is going to be used apparently as well. Oh, actually a very good use of a Razor Roach combo, and you get to see how well that works in just a second. There we go. Yep, very nicely done indeed. In fact, what is their detection radius? Fuck's sake, we'll select a stationary one then. Yeah, very low detection radius actually. So, well, low for their blast radius anyway actually. So, yeah, they really can just run in and ouch. Do quite a bit of damage. Still have to watch out for chain explosions though. Definitely do not want to mass them up still, to say the least. And apparently Kingstad managed to resurrect his commander despite the fact that he was basically on our lines. Good job to Kingstad, and yep, here come Big Maverick's glaives, and the left is pretty much undefended. I do have a warrior coming in on the left flank at the very least, and another warrior coming in to take out these glaives, so all is not lost, but we are slowly but surely getting pushed back. Just having a look, we do have protected big builds for opponents. No actual no actual super weapons. We do have 400 with a couple of penetrators not actually doing anything, and really he should have sent these bastards forward, for fuck's sake. They really would have done us tremendous favours, to say the least. And down goes the Eraser, unfortunately. 400, I don't know what he's doing. He really should have been paying attention there. Should have been doing something. I mean, that Eraser was just sitting there, from what I can tell. Yeah, just sitting there. And yeah, from what I can tell, he's not even building anything actually. He's building from the Cloakybot factory instead. Yeah, I'd say it's not really worth it actually. I mean, until we actually try to fight over this terrain, and to a lesser extent this terrain here, we might as well just, you know, go for stuff that can go pretty well over flat ground. And all he's going for are glaives anyway, so and they're not exactly... I mean, really, he might as well just go for daggers in that case. But in any case, we actually are holding them at bay, but only for the time being. Actually, we've got a bit of a reclaim field here as well, actually, that hopefully we can take advantage of. But nope, instead we've got our opponents building up. Why not? Big Maverick with his own level 2 support comm with Carpier's Leif, Lazarus device, light particle beam. So a bit of resurrection going to be happening as well, most likely. Penetrators also coming in as well, finally by 400. Should have sent them in a little bit earlier, but at least he is doing a bit of damage with them. Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah. Still, he basically sent his glaives to their deaths as well. They basically did not do anything at all. He's got a whole bunch of glaives queued up. They're going to do nothing. He's actually going to build a couple of erasers, strangely enough. Interesting. See how that works out. Oh, 400 has also got a shieldbot factory as well. Okay, must have taken control of someone else's factory there, so probably had a couple of people leaving. Glaives, on the other hand, from Big Maverick, actually doing a very good job, mostly because of the fact that we don't actually have any defences against them. And probably going to take out my glaive here, yep. And going to be a bit of a pain in the ass for this Rocco as well, to say the least. A single sharpshooter actually wasting a shot on him as well, not bad indeed. We need Singus. I don't think Singus are going to save us, to be honest. What we need is to be able to push them back. At the very least, we are actually slowly but surely pushing forward with our own Crabes. Actually, good job keeping him alive as well, only losing, I think, one. Or actually, no, there's a red back there. I could swear there was another Crabe here that just got blown up. Apparently not. Well, there you have it. 2 Crabes still alive. Need some riot. Yeah, we certainly do, actually. What the hell is Kuprox doing? Why doesn't he have some redbacks of his own, for fuck's sake? Got no idea. And as for 400, well, actually there's some really juicy targets here for him to aim at, but I think he's aiming at completely the wrong target. I mean, these things are literally in range. All he has to do is just target them, for God's sake, and he's actually very close to getting taken out, or one of the penetrators being very close to getting taken out. Needed to take a bit of care of them, but yeah, he actually is going to be retreating, and we don't have any right units at all, and we now are going to get swarmed by fucking fleas and glaives. And there we go, we do actually have a whole bunch of warriors coming in a little bit late though, and one of the penetrators does get taken out, the other one probably going to get taken out very soon as well. We'll see what happens. Those snipers getting revealed and subsequently destroyed, so again, I needed to micro my snipers a bit better, as well as to keep my warriors alive rather than sending them into the enemies more, as it were. And yep, Crave coming in for Sinnoh as well, going to get itself onto a nice little bit of high ground. Generally going to be a pain in the ass. My sharpshooters are there, but the Crave is going to manage to get up anyway, and I'm not going to be able to snipe him, it seems, while he's moving. Yeah, it looks like my snipers, I'm just being a little bit timid with them now. I don't want them to get destroyed by freaking glaives of all things. And yeah, we actually could do with radar. I believe I was actually making radar myself on the left the entire time, and no one else decided to make radar for whatever bizarre reason, not entirely sure why. And yeah, now our opponent's apparently going to be going for a funnel web as well, just to really seal the deal. And we actually, wait a minute, hold the phone, we actually have our own Scorpion coming in. Interesting. What has he got? Okay, no, he's not actually got any more commands for it, so we'll see what happens with that actually. So we do have our own Strider units coming in, a funnel web of our own being built up as well, and yeah, I'm getting screwed left as well. Yeah, a couple of, well, Sinnoh, Big Maverick, and Sizba also coming in actually versus myself, Lightsman, and that's pretty much it actually. Looks like no one else is doing much on the left there, and yeah, as you can see, I'm having a bit of a hard time, to say the least. The Crave is actually taking a bit of damage thanks to the sharpshooters, but the Weaver is managing to repair it though. Actually, very good job actually, yeah, just keeping it behind the hill there. In fact, just trying to get a better view of that. Let's see, I might be able to get it sort of from that angle maybe, but yeah, in either case, yeah, Sinnoh's Crave. Well, he's done enough damage to pay for the Crave. Because as you can see, the Crave has got that little single thing above it, so yeah, doing enough damage to pay for the Crave at the very least. My snipers on the other hand, again, are going to get swarmed, and yeah, I'm moving them out of the way, but yeah, way too slowly, and yeah, way too late as well. One of them is going to get caught up and destroyed. The other one might make it, probably not though. And here we go. Scorpion has managed to stun out, and I suppose it's going to destroy a single Crave though. Is it really going to be worth it though? Oh no, it's not even going to destroy the goddamn Crave, for God's sake. Okay, destroying a commander isn't such a bad idea either, but I mean really, yeah. Well, okay, he's going to ignore the Crave, I suppose, maybe to his own peril. He'll be able to destroy Heavy Tank Factory at the very least. Commander as well. Actually, no, good job actually using the yeah, very good job actually using the D-gun attack, which is the or D-weapon attack in this case, which is actually the multi-stunner, but still ultimately gets taken out. And really, it's just going to be leaving so much freaking metal for opponents. That was basically a waste. It was completely and utterly a waste, in my opinion. Didn't really do anywhere near the amount of damage it should have done to justify its cost, and yeah, nah. Oh, indeed, it's just not enough. Opponents continuing to stream in, got a whole bunch of fleas as well just to act as forward scouts, and why not actually, only 20 points apiece. Crave is still continuing to stay alive. I believe that's the same Crave actually from Sinnoh. Yeah, he's got that little single stripe there, so yeah, I believe that's him. And here we go, here's our possible saviour, the funnel web, and 2 more funnel webs going to be coming in as well. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 400 needs to keep this thing alive, and actually, we should just be sending in as many supporting forces as possible. In fact, my warriors really should just be going. They should just be right next to the funnel web. Actually, to be honest, yeah, they really should just be next to that to provide it with close support. The funnel web is staying alive, still managing to do quite a bit of damage, still taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, actually, very nice use of roaches there. That is what I'm talking about by 400. It just needs to pay more attention so that the eraser doesn't unexpectedly get destroyed. Roaches not actually doing as much damage as you'd think they'd be though. You'd think they'd be doing. I mean, even the caretaker, not that far away from the explosion and actually not even getting damaged. So it kind of sucks there. Funnel web also is possibly going to get destroyed. Enemy's funnel web coming in at full health. We need to retreat this thing and we need to keep it alive. Sniper's actually coming in for myself, and basically we're going to need something a bit more significant to use against this funnel web, but like an ultimatum, and for us to be able to even do that, we're going to need to take out these drones, because these drones are really a pain in the ass basically to face up against. Because they fly so low to the ground that they actually detect many cloaked units approaching the funnel web, and then they subsequently destroy those cloaked units. So very hard to approach cloaked units, unless, of course, if you can actually destroy the little drones. And you're going to need anti-air for that, and anti-air is something we don't have. Apparently what we do have is a whole bunch of fusion reactors by myself, just to provide a bit more firepower, not firepower, to provide a general power, electricity, and there you go. Protector also being shielded as well, with a nice little terrain wall. Yeah, this funnel web is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. We still don't have any anti-air at all, while opponents do. They're even building a freaking screamer right in the middle of our territory, for God's sake. Really, the game is almost a foregone conclusion, especially since the riot, nothing has really happened there. We got another Scorpion coming in, but well, actually, if we can ambush this felon, because actually no, it's depleting the shield energy way too fast anyway, it's probably going to get taken out. Nope, actually no, Sazdrum managing to just barely get all of his forces out of it without taking any losses at all. Actually, not too shabby indeed. I suppose if the Scorpion follows up, should be able to destroy this little advance anyway, but we'll see what happens though. The real meat of the story really is on the left actually, and opponents continuing to stream in units, especially these fleas and especially the crabes. Our own funnel web is just taking so much damage. We actually do have 2 more funnel webs following up, and yeah, it looks like these guys are on infinite builds. A couple of singularity reactors here as well as a whole bunch of fusion reactors, so these will actually blow up very nicely if our opponents actually manage to get to them. And well, slowly but surely they seem to be doing exactly that. Scorpion just going to be standing by, not really doing too much to say the least. And yeah, this is basically our radar coverage right there, this little bluish bit here, kind of hard to see maybe, but now there you go. Maybe play the video at 720 or 1080p in that case. So yeah, we basically got no radar over what's happening here. The only scouts we have are these brawlers and a whole bunch of warriors for some reason as well actually, but they're getting torn to shreds way too freaking quickly. Ouch, things are not looking too good for us, but hold the phone once again. Probably been holding onto the phone for a bit of a while now actually, but anyway. 2 more funnel webs have finally come in. Someone's trying to talk to me on Steam, but unfortunately the Steam overlay is not yet enabled for this game. For some bizarre reason, despite the fact that it's a DirectX game or an OpenGL game. One of those two, which should be supported pretty much automatically by the Steam overlay, but apparently not so. And in any case, yeah, 2 funnel webs coming in to support Gerald's funnel web, very nicely done indeed. These guys probably should try to get together just so that their overlapping shields can function slightly more efficiently. But yeah, still though, we're still basically fighting in a bit of a losing position at the moment. Funnel webs doing everything they can. Actually, not doing too badly even versus a whole bunch of fleas, but then again fleas go down to pretty much anything. Basically these guys, they're the ones who really need support at the moment, and yeah, if I could send in, well, I'm sending in snipers, but really I think just sending in warriors, just purely to support these guys, and maybe a couple of constructors as well to help prepare these guys. Yeah, that would have been a better idea. I mean, snipers aren't such a bad idea as well if I can actually get these guys while they're moving. But I'm pretty sure actually I'm just going to be sending these snipers across, and they're basically not going to be, yeah, they're just going to fire at whatever they want, and yeah, not going to wait for the crabes. Need to nerf them. Yeah, not going to wait for the crabes to actually start moving. In either case, one of our... Actually no, has one of the funnel webs gone down? Yes it has. This one here by 400, looking rather decrepit there. And yeah, actually crabs themselves, it's not so much that they need a nerf, it's just that we're not exactly countering them properly, and we're not exactly managing our forces quite as well as our opponents are. There we go, actually they're on the move now, but again my snipers, they're just aiming at crap that happens to get close to the funnel webs rather than aiming at the bloody crabs. And now these bastards are of course going to be stationary, and better yet, they're going to be behind these shields, so just hitting the shields in that case. And yeah, now that this guy's going to be stationary as well, just fucking great. And yeah, now their own anti-air is basically just going to be shooting down our drones, greatly negating the effect of our funnel webs. And actually what I should have done, given the amount of money I've wasted on sharpshooters, is I probably should have built up a couple of my own striders instead, or maybe built up some anti-air actually to take out the enemy's drones. And then also, yeah, then to build maybe 1 or 2 ultis to take out their funnel webs. Maybe also to destroy their crabs as well while they're on the move. That could work, but no, instead of just going on with crap loads of snipers. And wow, okay, not too bad, not such a bad job with all those roaches coming in, but again, yeah, it's still not doing anything too conclusive, unfortunately. Actually, scuttles would be perfect against these guys. 2 scuttles will take out one of these funnel webs, for example. So yeah, definitely a good idea to use scuttles in that case. And yeah, 1 scuttle will take out a crab if they manage to catch the crab while it's moving. So yeah, actually scuttles would have been perfect. Unfortunately though, none of us have even gone for jump jets either. Oh wait a minute, no, that's spiders actually. We actually do have a Vindicator and a funnel web being built up, so gunship switch instead by Gerald. So he's going to airlift, presumably he's going to airlift his funnel webs around or something else. Don't really agree with that, I don't really see the point of that. Oh my god, and talk about wasting a catapult shots as well actually. I think a couple of those shots even hit the Scorpion and none of them hit the enemy in either case, so yeah, that Kulpros's catapults, really, he should have been sent out either to attack the enemy. He should be doing something with that apart from, you know, just attacking single units here and there. Should just be sending them out to attack this horde or this horde moving in. Although, wait a minute, he might actually do that. Let's see. Does he? He's got it on hold fire, so at least he does know that he needs to control that. He's actually going to send it up against anything. We'll see what happens though. Although one rather disconcerting thing that we have approaching us is going to be the Banfa, and what the fuck? Wait a minute. Kulpros, he's on our team, and he just shot his own fleas basically. What the fuck is going on there? I don't know what the hell he's doing there, but yeah. Well, we're not even going to get to see these singularities explode. An interesting game though, a bit of a well, as you can see, stuff-ups happening all over the place. Here we go, now let's see if this catapult's going to do anything. Well, okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better, taking out a few units and severely depleting the shields. Yeah, still. Interesting place to put a Doomsday Machine, right behind the little walled section itself. And actually, no, it's not even going to get built up. Indeed, that's not even going to get built before it gets destroyed, basically. And there we go, that is that. So, actually getting Legendary Landscaper award there myself, not too bad. Interesting game nonetheless. I just was a bit frustrating just because of the fact that we mismanaged our stuff pretty badly, as you can see. Definitely threw way too many things away, and needed a bit more anti-air, bizarrely enough actually. Despite the fact that we went with planes to begin with, but there you go. I shall see you all next time.